Hello. A little bit of an unusual one here today. This isn't, I get this out of the way first. This isn't a review. It isn't one of these, look how amazing this is. I bought this from a camper van and it came with the worst wiring instructions I've ever seen. In fact, the wiring instructions, I don't even relate to what I've bought. These are about 20 quid, 7-inch reversing camera apparently. So I thought what I'd do is I've set up a power supply there for 12 volts, and I just thought I'd do a quick 10 minutes because there's nobody really showing you how to wire these things up, and I thought it might be quite helpful, and you can have a laugh at me trying to wire it up if you want. So I'll stick you on the tripod. I don't know if this is going to be good or rubbish. This is like a clip-on 7-inch TFT screen. It looks reasonable quality. I don't know what the resolution is going to be. Clips onto your rearview mirror via these slidey things. I can't tell you whether it's going to be good or rubbish because I don't know yet. So I'm going to try and put 12 volt to it, see what the camera resolution is. There's like a little camera there that you attach onto the back of your vehicle, and try and make sense of all these connections, power supplies, all the rest of the stuff. And if it's rubbish, I'm just going to send it back anyway. But if it's decent and I can get it to activate when I engage reverse gear, which I presume is probably going to be through my reversing light, then I might keep it because I've got a van with no windows in the back. So let's have a look. Let's dig into it and see what's going on. So it came with this screen. This screen has a connector, and it can only go in one place. So let's trace that back. This connector, if I just trace it back all the way, turns out in this one, this way it starts making not a lot of sense. You've got two, what I recognise as video cables. We've got a negative feed, a positive feed, a negative feed, and a green wire, which isn't explaining what it does. I'm hoping that's the trigger wire, so when you put 12 volt to it, it'll activate the camera or something. I don't really know. But let's stick 12 volt to these two because that's pretty obvious that's what they are. And then we'll see what happens after that. I just need to strip a little bit more. In fact, I don't think I need to strip a bit more off these wires. I've just got a bit of a quick connector. So obviously I'm going to have to find in my van where I'm going to put 12 volts from. Right then, so that's got 12 volts to it. Let's turn it on and see if it sets on fire. Oh, we got there 8 volts, no signal. Let's crank her up a little bit. Right, that's about 12 volts. No signal. That's actually quite a clear little screen. Brightness, video 1 and video 2. I think AV2 is what the camera comes through. I don't know. So on the back of that we have this mass of cable here. This is one cable, but this confuses me even more. This has an AV feed, but then also 2 power cables. I don't understand why you'd need to put a power through these cables as well. It's because, just ignore that for a minute. When we come back to our camera, that does have a video connector, great, but then it's also got this, which is red, to me indicates a power cable, and also comes with a power cable. So on the camera end, let's imagine this is going to go on the back of the van. This also has a negative and a positive on it. So I'm going to hook it up without that power feed first and see what we get on the monitor. So I'm going to put it in the only plug that it can go in, which is female to male. There's our camera. No, that's brightness, V1 and V2. AV2 no signal. So I'm going to presume this needs power as well through this. So let's chuck in the power cable, and this is at the camera end, and I'm going to have to strip this and piggyback that into my 12 volt supply, which is a bit of a pain really, because that means we're going to have 12 volt supply at the back of the van, which could actually, that makes a bit of sense. So this, if this camera's on the back of the van, this hooks into your reversing light, which would activate it and then you're just going to have a power feed at the front of the vehicle to get this bit working. But I don't really want this on all the time. I want it to trigger by me putting it in reverse, which may not be possible. What I want to do, actually, this green light, let's just put 12 volt to that as well and see what it does. Car back goes off. No, it's not doing anything. Back to AV2. Car back. So I wonder if... So really, I don't want that on all the time that says no signal. That'd just be ridiculous. And it doesn't do anything else. So I want that to power on in car back mode, which means that this green wire is also going to have to be triggered by the reversing light, which means that, because this is at the front of the unit, I'm going to have to run one wire all the way to the back of the van alongside the one that activates the camera, which is a bit stupid, isn't it, really? But that's only for my purposes, I guess. So let's... I thought I could smell burning, but it's the dust in my power supply. So let us put 12 volt to the camera and see if we get signal. And I'll do this live as well, just need to strip these wires. I'll piggyback this camera too. Let's turn that off. Just going to strip these wires with my teeth. Don't tell anyone. Just stick the earth in there. And I'll do a little wiring diagram of this, maybe in the comments or something, if it helps somebody out. Right, so now I've got power to the unit and the reversing camera. Let's put 12 volt to that. If it goes up in smoke, I don't know. So we have a light on this now, but still no signal. So, oh, there we go. Right, it's pretty awful quality, I'll be honest with you. Actually no, it's just the angle of the TFT. I'll show you my voltmeter. It's upside down, which is a bit rubbish, so you're going to have to mount it that way around with the bracket up, which I didn't want to do either, so that's a bit cack. It's not bad. I wonder if you can flip it. No. Tint, language, mode, rotate. Oh, that's sideways. Oh no. Shut up, Paul. Technology's getting me. Language, English, mode, rotate. So I want it that way around. And that's the way around we've got. Alright, I can live with that. But if I turn this off like that, I want the whole thing to activate via reversing by me selecting reverse. So if I just turn it on as if this is the reverse, oh there you go. But then because I've reversed it, these things are at the top, I just noticed. So maybe I have no choice. Where's the reverse bit? It did remember what I'd put in it actually after I'd isolated the power, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it doesn't look like you can do anything. 5, 6. It doesn't look like you can reverse just the camera because it gives you a reversed green, yellow, red thing. And I don't think you can reset that either. Mode, rotate, reset, no. So basically you're stuck with having it that way around, as in with the bracket on the bottom and the camera on the top. And I wanted it, no sorry, you're stuck with it having it that way around with the bracket on the top and the camera on the bottom. I wanted it that way around. But hey ho, so let's reset that. I'm blathering on now, aren't I? But maybe this is helpful if you're going to go buy one, I don't know. Mode, rotate. In fact, let's just do... No, you can't even do a reset on it. It's funny, isn't it, when we get these Chinese things and then you're surprised when they're a bit rubbish. There we go. So you're going to have to mount it like that, which is alright. It's not bad quality, honestly. For a little TFT, it's acceptable. I mean, you're going to see cars from a distance. I wouldn't trust this reversing thing. But what I want is... Let me turn it off. So I didn't use a green wire at all, which said car back. I wonder if that's like a proximity sensor too. So if I wire this in exactly as it is now, and then activate it with the reversing lights, it'll come on like that. So why do we have a green light then? Should we put power to the green light as well? Okay, let's do that and see what that does. Car back. Doesn't do anything. Okay, so I'll disconnect that and it goes back to AV1. So in reality, it is usable. You can see the kind of the quality of things. I'll bring this a little closer. I don't know if this is going to work out on YouTube, but let me see if you can work out the quality of this. There we go. There's a can of coffee for you and a Dremel. I mean, I'm a foot away, so it's not bad. If I was here, yeah, it's alright, I'd say. Pretty acceptable. Even at close range, actually, that's not too bad. It's just this weird light. I don't know why it needs a weird light on. And I told you this would be a quick video, didn't I? I'm going to snip the old green wire because I don't need that. I'm not going to snip it all away because I'll find out that I do need it later. You watch. And essentially, I need to somehow put 12 volt. See, here's what's frustrating. This is what's frustrating me. Let me turn this off. So you imagine this is at the back of the van, right? I'm going to feed this wire through a door or something. From this wire, this red and black cable is going to go to my reversing lights, which means 12 volt will activate it. That's fine. And then this is your video feed wire. All right. Now, obviously, there's about 3 foot there. That's not going to be long enough. So in the box, right, hang on a minute, we suss this. In the box, this massive great cable with the 2 connectors, I see now, it does have 2 red wires on it. So on each end, there is a red wire lock. So, okay, this is making sense now. So if I were to, for instance, plug this extension lead into the monitor unit, plug this red wire, and look, because then you still don't have an earth. So you've still got to earth it. What? Well, no, that doesn't make sense either, because that red wire it isn't going through there. Let's test some continuity on this. So this is a massive great long extension lead basically. I wonder if this has any kind of continuity between the two. So let's have a look. What we got? Let's use a £300 multimeter to test a £20 piece of Chinese rubbish. Continuity, and I say good multimeter, but it's not particularly. It's average. I think that's my fingers it's testing there. Give me a second. Well, it's kind of saying that has continuity, so I don't understand how. Wait a minute, I'm getting a false reading. Yeah, so that's giving us continuity. So, that makes a bit more sense. Here's the plan. Camera into that splitter. The red one we're going to power from our backlights, from our reversing light. The yellow one is our video feed. We're going to put that in there. And somehow we need to crimp that on. Put that red wire from the extension lead into the power lead at the back. like that. Then that'll send power all the way down the van. Let me pull this two out of here. Yep. So this is our extension lead. We're going all the way down the end of the van now until we finally get into the driver's seat. So now at the driver's seat we've got a video feed and we've got positive. We've got no earth though. So we are going to have to plug that in somewhere in the cab, a la like that. And then we will attach this feed from the back light, which is coming through our video feed cable, into the main fuse power for this. And then we're just going to have to ground that somewhere. And that's it. Okay. Well, I'll produce a dicky wiring diagram. I'll stick it either in the comments or I'll probably put it on screen. Meow. Screenshot that. And I'll stick it in the van. You know, we'll see how good or bad it is. I've got back doors with no windows in, so I just wanted something to see behind me, because I got taken by surprise by an ambulance that had its blue lights on the other day and I didn't see it, so which was a bit embarrassing. So we are then cameras installed. I just put it there above the number plate and a nice sealed hole behind the number plate there as well. This is the compartment that feeds the reversing light, and that just comes through there, and my power supply cables are hidden away with the cable running through to the van. And like I said, it's got that red wire on it as well to power the head unit. Okay, you get to see the inside of my van. In that back corner, the power feed and the video feed came all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down this bottom corner, all the way down there, and luckily enough into the fuse panel, which is behind this kind of corner bit over here. And then we ran the cable all the way up there, all the way up there, and there we go. So now it's time for the test. Van's in reverse. I'll put the ignition on. Ta-da! And there we go. This is parking sensors over there. Let me turn that down before I get copyrighted. Parking sensors beeping away. That's a separate system. But yeah, there we go. Not bad actually. Worked a treat. I'm quite happy with the monitor. And when you turn it off, it remembers what channel you're on and comes straight up there as well. So whether in the future, I'll turn it off. Whether in the future we will, I'd like to have a switch on here somewhere. Maybe this switch blank, if I can somehow put a switch blank there so I can turn it on, and then this kind of becomes my rear view mirror while I'm driving. But what I'm wary of is it's powered through the reversing light bulb on the back. So if I put 12 volt in this end, it's going to turn the reversing bulb on unless I put a diode in there or something. But that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, me and my little traffic are going to go and shoot off. But another little successful project. I thought it was a bit of fun and I thought you might enjoy it. So another video's on the way. I got sent quite a shiny piece of equipment actually by a sponsor, which is the first time this has ever happened. So for about 90 seconds in the video, I've got to tell you whether it's good or rubbish. So I'm quite excited by that actually, because it is actually pretty good. It's not total garbage, which I was surprised at. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Anyway, have a nice spring, summer, whatever you're doing. And if you have a camper van, then let me know in the comments. Otherwise, peace.